If you are looking for a spacious Class A motorhome, this is the one. Hi, I'm Steve Duval from Thor Motor Coach. This is the new Challenger 36FA. This floor plan is absolutely amazing. The room you have in here, unbelievable. Not only do you have room in the kitchen, a massive amount of storage, a huge bedroom, you have a gorgeous look. Check out the new decors. We're going to get into the colors in just a second, but you can see with the walls in just how much room you have. You can get back to the bedroom, you can get to the bathroom, wherever you need to be, you can get in here with the walls closed. When we open this up, oh, wow. Why don't you say we do that right now using Rapid Cam Plus. Now remember, when you are going to open up your motorhome, a couple of things that you do need to do. You do need to put your jacks down, and you do need to take and have the engine running and the parking brake on. So we're going to go ahead and put out this full wall slide from right behind the driver's seat all the way back to the bedroom. This just completely transforms the living area in your Challenger here. The bedroom space will blow your mind. We have new colors of wallboard, we have new colors of flooring, new cabinets. Just an amazing floor plan as our full wall slide goes out. Look at that. Look at all the room you have in here now. Now I'm going to take and I am going to extend the bedroom slide here on Rapid Cam Plus. So let's go ahead and put our bedroom slide out. Tilt the view bed back here, and when the bed is in the up position, boy, you could fit an exercise bike in there. You could go spinning in your Challenger, and we'll get you into the bedroom in just a second here. But as I'm going through Rapid Cam Plus, I do want to talk about a lot of the great features here, and you can use this with your phone, and we'll put out the awning. But I'll tell you what, I know you want to see this new floor plan. You want to talk about the decor. So what do you say we do that starting right up front, and then I'll work our way back. First, let's talk about decors. We've changed them up. The one you're seeing right here, this is called Stateroom Stone. Now you can get it only with this satin finish regatta wood. It's absolutely beautiful, right? Your other option is called Ocean View, and you can only get that with the painted shell gray cabinets. You can't go wrong with either of them. They look absolutely fantastic. They give you all sorts of storage. We'll be opening up all of these cabinets here and talking about all the great features in your 36FA. So as we start with our seating, I love to talk about the dinette. One, you can do so much here. You have seat belts for the ride. You can sit here, you can have a meal. It has backrest. You have the opposing seating right here, so you can kick back right in here, talk to whomever is in the theater seats. All right, and then this also makes into a great place to sleep. All you have to do is turn the handle here, and you take and then you push down, you slide your cushions over. There's a filler cushion that goes in the middle, and now you have a nice bed. This is a 78-inch Dream dinette. Put in the morning, put that up. Go ahead, take, and in the storage here, you can throw your blankies, your stuffed animals, whatever you need. You do have storage on both sides here, so a lot of storage in your Dream dinette. Moving over to our theater seating. Now this is going to be the option. Our theater seats are the option. Lots of room in here. Look at that, a nice deep compartment here. You can go ahead. You can put your feet up if you want. You can watch TV. Now, if you'd rather have a sofa, you can do that. You can get a 68-inch jackknife sofa. That is standard. The theater seating, these are the options here. And you do have a TV no matter whether you go with the sofa, whether you go with the theater seating. You have a TV, you have a sound bar. And what's great about the way we have this set up for entertainment is right up here, we do have a Blu-ray player, we do have an HDMI switcher, and we do have plenty of storage for whatever else you want to carry with you. Now with that HDMI switcher, you can take and you want to hook up a video game, go ahead. Want to hook up a streaming device, go right ahead. And you can stream or play your favorite games or favorite shows because your Challenger comes standard with the WineGuard Connect 2.0 4G hotspot and Wi-Fi extender. It's a great feature to have. You take and you get a data plan through WineGuard, or you get a data plan through your favorite carrier, and they'll give you a SIM card, and you go up top and you insert the SIM card, you log on, you set up your account, and now you have a one password safe, secure internet solution when you're traveling down the road. It's also a Wi-Fi extender, meaning wherever you are set up at the RV resort, or if you are in maybe a Cracker Barrel parking lot, whatever, you can tap into nearby Wi-Fi signals and still use that same password. That way all of your surfing is secure. All right, so we got the dinette, we got the theater seating or the sofa, and now this kitchen. Oh, this kitchen is large. It's large and in charge. If you want to use cliches, look at, you have solid surface countertops all the way. The room in here is absolutely amazing. You got the coffee maker, you got the cups, you still have plenty of prep room here. You have your double bowl sink, you have solid surface covers for the sink. You have a pull down sprayer. You do have a nice window, you do have roller shade on the window. You also have a roller shades and sunshades on the front windows as well. These sunshades are great to have, especially on harsh days. You can block out a lot of that sun. That really helps cut down a lot of that harsh glow in here. Or you can take and you can pull the roller shades down and really just keep it dark in here, which isn't a bad thing to do on super hot days when you're running the AC. We're going to talk about the AC when we get to Rapid Camp. But as we continue our tour of the kitchen, I love this setup here. I've talked about it before. I will continue to talk about this single burner induction, dual burner gas cooktop. You have options now. You want to cook with electric, or do you want to use the propane? Either way, you have 3 burners here. You have a convection microwave. This is going to be your oven. So whatever an oven can do, this can do the same exact thing, and it won't heat up your Challenger. I think that is a bonus. And because it's a convection, which is really just kind of spinning around, swirling around that hot air, it will work very similar to an air fryer. So you can go ahead if you're traveling with little ones, or maybe you enjoy chicken tenders too, because let's be honest, it doesn't matter. They're delicious at every age. Go ahead, crisp them up right in here. Storage. Want to talk storage in this Challenger? Because this Challenger is loaded with storage. Really, if you want to start with the storage under the dinette and you go to the 3 cabinets here, all right, 3 cabinets here, you have large cabinets down below, you have a trash can here under the sink, large drawers here. Look at the size of these drawers. You can fit whatever you need into these drawers. And then as we get back, we're going to talk about a lot of the storage back here. You do have pull-out pantry, snacks, cereal, whatever it is, the 100 Sugar Pack Challenge pantry. You have a top and a bottom. You have a cabinet here. You have a cabinet up above. You have a switch for your under-counter lights, which make a great night light. You even have more cabinets on this side, so loaded with storage. Residential refrigerator, ice maker. I love having your residential fridge. You can fit a lot in here. This is a wonderful fridge. You go in there, you fill it up with water, you fill it up with ice, fresh, cold drinks when you come in. As we work our way back, we started with Rapid Camp Plus. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this as we work our way back. Going through some of the features here, you can turn on from the main screen, control all of your lights, check the levels in your tanks, turn on your water pump, check the voltage in your house and your chassis battery. Go solar. Yep, 100 watts of solar charging comes standard. You can take a look at all of the solar coming into your Challenger right here through the panel. You can also connect it to your phone as well. And one of the great things this year is Eclipse. Yes, Vega Touch Eclipse. It's really neat because now once you are connected, anywhere in Canada, Mexico, and the United States, you can control your Challenger. All the features, all the functions. Next button down looks like a lightning bolt. That is how you set all the parameters for your auto gen start. You can set the quiet time. You can see how many hours are on your generator, which you'll want to keep track of because there is a maintenance schedule to keep involved with, especially as it's new, from your oil changes. You can set the runtime. So all the features are broken down right here. As the next button down shows us our lights, from our entry to our main lights to the lights in the rear. If there are little arrows, you can go ahead and dim those lights. The thermometer, I bet you can't guess what that does. Yeah, controls the climate, right? I like how they make this so easy to understand. 2 ACs on here, 13,500 BTU units up front. You do have one in the bedroom as well. You have a cool mode, you have an auto mode, and your furnace, your propane does need to be on for your furnace. We talked about blocking out the sun. Real quick, on a day where it is really toasty out, you're going to not want to set the temperature inside your Challenger more than 10 to 15 degrees below the ambient temp. So be aware what it is outside, then go ahead and set your temperature accordingly. The best time to really keep your coach cool, set that thermostat at night or early in the morning when the sun's not up, and then that way it will keep down. If you don't do that, if you just kind of crank it on and it's say 100 out and you turn it down to 70, you're going to really freeze up those coils, and it is going to be a hot, sweaty ride, and that makes for hangry campers, right? They're hungry, they're hot, they're angry. Luckily, you have a nice kitchen, and you now know how to use your AC. You will not have hangry campers with you. Your fans, the fan switch is for the fans in your kitchen, your mid-bath. The slide-looking room is for your awnings and your slides. You do have the full wall slide, and you do have the bed slide, and your last button down is a little diagnostic screen. Set the time, clean the screen, and that is how you connect to the mobile app. Down here is the control for your inverter. What your inverter is going to do when you are on the road, you go ahead and you turn your battery disconnect switch on, and you can turn your inverter on, and that inverter is going to take that 12-volt power and send it to select 110 outlets up in the dash. The flip-out dash workstation, there's an outlet down below. That's going to get power. You're going to power your fridge, so you can go ahead and turn your inverter on. Just be aware that when you do, it is going to take and it is going to use power from your house batteries, but because you set the auto gen start to voltage in your auto gen start, you're going to charge those batteries back up, so you will have all the power you need. As we work our way into the bathroom, great bathroom setup here. I love what our design team did with this shower. I like this glass door, kind of an obscure glass here. Nice fiberglass surround. That's going to be a 42 by 30 shower. You have a seat in there, plenty of shelves. You have a nice shower head, and you see this blue disc here, that is called the shower miser. And the shower miser is a great way for you to save your fresh water. When you don't want to fill up that gray tank when you are on the road as fast, what you do is you turn on your hot water, and there's a lever, and you turn the lever, and then the blue disc, as the water gets hot, again, you want your propane on, and you want to check your tankless hot water. We'll talk about that in a minute here. As the water gets hot, that disc will turn from a blue to a bluish white. Now you know you have hot water. You go ahead, you crack the valve. Hot water, you did not waste a drop. It's a great feature to have. It is the shower miser. You have a lot of counter space in here. You have a porcelain foot flush toilet, a large medicine cabinet. In the back is your tankless hot water, and you can go ahead and you can dial in the temperature for that. It doesn't take long for it to heat up, and now everybody on board has hot water on demand. You have 2 hooks right here. Hang a towel, hang a robe, hang your pants. It doesn't matter. They're your hooks. It's your Challenger. Moving back, I love how not an inch of space is wasted in this Challenger. We could have put nothing on this wall and just left it plain, but no, that's not what happens here. We have a nice pantry for you. There are 2 hooks here. You can hang an apron, you can hang a jacket in there if you want to, and then we have little shelves for jams and jellies. We got sundae trays, we have snacks, boxes of crackers, coffee, tea bags. It doesn't matter. A great little pantry space. So little things that are going to roll around in your pantry here, go ahead and throw them across the way. Let's talk more storage, because from here back, so much storage to talk about. I don't even know where to start. How about this closet? Let's start with this closet. Nice hanging space in here. Each closet has its own light. You do have plenty of shelving space below for, shoes or hats or extra blankets. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers right down here. We step down a notch. We have another closet. Now this is prepped for a stackable washer and dryer. If you're thinking, well, I'm never gonna fill up that much closet space. And you want a washer and dryer. This is all set. You get your washer and dryer, you put it in, and now you have washer and dryer. You have some drawers down below, easily removable along with the shelf to get that washer and dryer in here. And you know what, let's just keep going closet. Let's just keep talking closet here. Another large closet. The other thing you're going to find in this closet, and you know what, let's go ahead and bring those up and set those up. Got a couple of things here I want to talk about. Well, I'll just carry these two because I only have two hands. All right, so this here is the table leg for the pedestal table we got set up right there. When these captain's chairs spin around, just like you see in this video, you can sit here in the morning, you can have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever beverage you enjoy, and then take a look and relax, you know, start the morning off right at your pace. That's what I love about getting out on the road, is everything is on your schedule, right? There's really nowhere you need to be. You can do whatever you want. You can unwind. I love having an option like that pedestal table in the morning. This ladder is for our drop-down overhead bunk, 500-pound capacity. This easily connects right onto the bunk. Once the bunk is lowered, you can do that with Rapid Cam Plus. We do have a switch on the wall over here, as there are remote switches. You can use your phone once you're connected to Eclipse, or you can use the main panel back there. Both of these store right back in this very large closet, which we are going to walk right back here and see. And what's nice is they clip right into place, so you know you're not going to have them banging around as you are on the road. This closet has a light there. You have two large drawers down below, and then over here two more large dresser drawers. You have this nice dresser top, you have USB ports, you have 110, charge a tablet, keep some books and magazine here. You do have a TV back here. You have more storage behind the TV. So much storage in this Challenger and space. We talked about space. Look at how much room you have in this bedroom. This is a tilt-to-view bed, and when this bed, this king bed, when it is up, you have so much room back here. It's really unbelievable. I was shocked because today was the first day I was actually in this new floor plan, and the space and the storage alone, I just can't stop talking about it. It's really great. You have storage down below. In your nightstands, you have USB ports on each side so you can charge the phone. There's a cabinet down below. You have 4 cabinets up above, and make sure that the bed is in the up position before you put your slides in. We're going to do that in just a minute before we go outside. Before we do that, we got to get this Challenger out on the road and put the hammer down, because this beast is loaded and ready to go. This is built on a Ford F-53 chassis, and we get a little help from MORryde with the true flat floor foundation. That is going to help with storage, it's going to help with ride, and it is going to help build the square, level, sturdy house that we just showed you. Now, under the hood of this Challenger, you have a 7.3-liter V8. It's 335 horse. It's 468 pound-feet of torque. You have a 6-speed transmission. You have a tow haul mode. It's really a great driving machine. Going through the controls on the dash here, you have a cup holder, nice place to store your phone, heated remote mirrors, a place to charge your phone. You do have your one-touch leveling jacks, which we do have down. Right down below, you have your emergency start switch. You also have your fog lights, and you have auto headlights. And as we move to the dash, so many features and functions. The steering wheels controls do a couple of different things. The ones on your left scroll through your menus. You have some maintenance reminders, some trip meters. You can scroll through there, and that really helps you out. Down below, your cruise control. The thumb pad on the right, I absolutely love. So it controls your radio, controls your volume. You can hit the source button, and that is going to bring up whatever source you want right in this infotainment center. But you can bring up the camera button at any time, and what's nice is it's not just the backup camera. You can bring up the camera from the side view mirrors. Yeah, we have them integrated in the mirrors. We'll show you when we go outside, but left and right, so when you are making a turn or you want to see if somebody's in your blind spot, all you have to do is turn that on, and that will come up instantly. We have controls for your dash fans, your generator. You can start from here, 5,500 watt gas generator. We'll show you where that is once we get outside and take you on a tour. Switch for your cabin lights. You have map lights, you have a night shade, and you have a sunshade. So you can control either one of those right from there. You have a button for your traction control, your HVAC controls. plenty of storage up here in the doghouse. You have cup holders, places for sunglasses or change or whatever it is you need. As we go through the radio here, love, love, love this. You have, of course, you have your radio, right? You also have Android Auto. You have Apple CarPlay, you have Sirius XM satellite radio. You can press this button to bring up your rear view camera as well. You have Bluetooth phone, you have Bluetooth audio. So a lot of great features, and what's really great about having Android Auto and Apple CarPlay is the ability for you to choose your own RV specific navigation. It's not built in. I love having an option of not saying this is the navigation system you have and you have to use it. No, I have built-in navigation in my car. I use Android Auto all the time and I can use what I like. You can find an RV specific navigation setup that you like, or you know what you can try, how about Togo? Because with your Challenger, for 1 year you get Road Pass Pro, and that is going to include Campendium, RV Village, Road Trippers, and again Togo RV. And what's great about this is if you like connecting with other people who enjoy traveling as much as you do, this is a great way to connect with people who have the same interest, right? It's a large social network. You do have the RV specific navigation on here. You can find out what camps are getting great reviews, maybe some free camping, where is their cell coverage. You can do it all with Road Pass Pro. It's free for a year. Go ahead, try it out. You also get that Togo RV navigation, which is RV specific. So give it a whirl. You like it? Great. If not, you're not out a dime. Moving over to our passenger seat here. When this is swiveled around, we have the flip out dash workstation. This is a great setup when you're on the road because you can sit here. You can, maybe you want to post on the social media sites that you use. Whatever it is you need to do, you want to get some work done. Right from here, you do have two 12-volt ports on the side. Down below, you have that 110 we talked about that works with your inverter. So that is a quick look at the inside. I do want to mention the ceiling height here as I am looking at just how much room in here. This is 84 inches of height clearance. You want to do the math conversion. That is going to be 7 feet. Lots and lots of room in here. Love this motorhome. What I want to do now is I want to take and I want to button this up so we can take and walk around the outside. So let's put the slides in. We're going to start with that full wall slide over here. All you have to do is you hit the retract button, and again, your engine does need to be on and your parking brake does need to be on, and you're going to want to have your coach leveled with the one-touch hydraulic leveling jacks. Real easy to bring your wall in. Now sometimes what happens, and I like to pass this on because this is just a tip and a trick that I use every time I bring in the slide walls, just because I am lucky enough to have the opportunity to experience every product that we make. Sometimes, you know, especially if you're traveling with little ones, or you know, you've been up front and the seats aren't exactly turned around, you can take and be forgetful. It happens to the best of us. Bed slide, retract. All right, so that's going in. So let's say the seat wasn't turned around and the wall was going to hit it, or maybe something rolled off the dinette, or whatever it may be. Sometimes you got to stop putting the wall in, and then you get whatever you need, or you go in, you go out. Over time, the motors are going to get out of sync. So what you want to do, so we just retracted our driver's slide wall. You can go ahead and it's just 6 quick touches. Start on the opposite. So if you retracted, you start on extend. If you extended, you start on retract. We hit retract, so we'll start on extend. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and listen. Do you hear that little noise? That means your motors are all synced up. That means your walls are all set to be extended at the next campsite. Now we did button this up because we're going to go outside now and walk around the outside. I just wanted to have the walls in. This is going to be easier for Tom, our camera guy, to walk around and take a good look in the bays and give you a complete tour of the great features of this Challenger 36 FA. You thought the storage on the inside was impressive. Oh, wait until you see what we have for you out here. Before we get involved in everything you see here, I do want to point out a very important little yellow sticker. Your occupant and cargo carrying capacity, you're always going to find that right here on the door. This tells you how much cargo you can load up in this Challenger, 3,912 pounds. That's a lot of stuff. And it is going to clock in at 37 feet 2 inches. So when you are making new campground reservations and they say, and what is the length of your motorhome? You're like, you're gonna find that right there. So let's hit this tour because I love this Challenger in the way it looks. We do have full body paint across the entire lineup. What you're seeing here, this is called Marina Bay. We have 3 paints and 3 paints to show you. Marina Bay, we have Firekeeper, I just like saying that, Firekeeper. And we have Peppermill. They're all great choices and they are full body Sikkens paints. And I'll tell you what, the way that we put these walls together, we take the inner wall board, which I showed you how beautiful that was. We have the aluminum frame, we have the black foam insulation, we have the gel coated fiberglass here. We put the adhesive on there, we put it in a sleeve, and then we suck all the air out. About a half hour or so, you now have a very strong laminated wall. And what's great about this is we take this wall, and you saw how big the slide was on the other side. We actually cut that slide out of that very piece, so we don't have a warehouse full of slides sitting and we need another 36 FA up front, and then they bring it up front. No, the slide wall that they cut out of here, the piece that actually goes back in here. So everything fits together perfectly. And that's why this graphic shows you everything you need to know. 12 years on the structure, 6-year lamination and 1-year limited warranty on your Challenger 36 FA. Let's show you some of the storage here because we have oh so many bays. Now this I like to call the B&B. It's not bed and breakfast, it's batteries and breakers. That's where those are located on this floor plan here. Over here, we have a nice large rotocast storage bay, 188 cubic feet of storage on this Challenger. We talked a little bit about your inverter. That's where it's located on this floor plan. These are so easy to wash out. You have pass-through in here. Whatever you do, maybe it's something muddy or dirty, or at the end of the trip, you can just hose these things out. They wipe out real nice. They're going to last a lifetime for you. Rotocast storage bays on aluminum slam latch doors. They're aluminum, they slam, and they latch. Pretty clever, huh? The step, there's a switch inside where you can take and hit the step switch, and that way the step will stay out like this, so when you come in and out over and over, the step won't go in. And then when you do start it up, if you would forget to flip that switch back, that'll automatically go in for you. We do have exhaust for our furnace. Your propane needs to be on for that. We'll show you a little more about propane when we get to that section. We have another large pass-through bay in here. You have a couple of 110 outlets. So again, another large storage bay, and really, you're going to say, wow, that has a lot of storage, and you're absolutely right, it does. Now this bay is going to be our 100-gallon fresh water tank. We'll fill it on the other side when you want to drain it. There you go, a nice big drain, real easy to remember. You just turn that when you are ready to winterize or just drain the tank. 100 gallons of fresh water. How about this? Little exterior TV, right? We talked about the entertainment inside. You have entertainment outside. Yep, you got a sound bar. Swivel this wherever you want. It's protected from the elements, and if you need more protection, take a look at the size of this awning. 20-foot awning. That is massive. How do you put it out? Rapid Camp Plus. And as we're showing you some of this exterior footage, I do want to point out that not every motorhome you're seeing in this footage is a 36 FA. We wanted to show you all of the colors and whatnot. So what you're seeing are some of the different Challenger floor plans, but the features are going to be very, very similar across the board. And so that's what your awning looks like here. As we work our way down, this is a little tie down. You can do a couple of things with this here. It's a pet tie down link. So if you travel with your dog, you can go ahead and change, put the leash here, and you know your dog's not going to run away. Or what I like to do is I like to travel with our bikes, and you can go ahead and use that to just kind of lock up your bikes or whatever it is you have with you there. Another large bay. I told you, it's never ending, is it? Look at that. Another large bay. You have some pass-through up in here. We talked a little bit about the slide walls and the brains that go with it. Right in here is going to be the brains for this slide wall, and if for some reason the little trick I showed you doesn't work and you see flashing lights in there, there's a code. You can read that and it will say, oh, it's flashing this many times. I need to hit the button and reset it. That is going to be right here. You have one for each of your slides. Getting in here, propane, exterior propane connection, propane tank. You're going to want to make sure this is on when you are using your hot water. We talked about the tankless hot water. Hot water, propane needs to be on. Furnace, propane needs to be on. Hooking up a grill. Oh yeah, you know that propane needs to be on. Now, remember the exterior propane connection is a regulated connection, so if you're not getting the flow that you want out at the cooktop or whatever it is, make sure you're checking the regulator on there, not on here. Heading out back, new for 2023, beautiful redesigned rear cap. Large window, you saw how big that was, just the amount of natural light that comes through in that massive bedroom up top. You see a couple of docking lights. That rear view camera we showed you in the infotainment center is right up top. You have a ladder you can climb up and do some roof maintenance up there. You do have the fuel fill for your 80-gallon gas tank right back here, so that's real easy to remember. And right down here you do have your 8,000-pound hitch. And remember, when you are towing, you want to take that GCWR, that is the gross combined weight rating. You're going to find that on thormotorcoach.com, and you're going to subtract that from your gross vehicle weight. We also have our 7-pin and our 4-pin connector. So a lot of storage over here. The other side I like to call the business end, and we're going to get you all hooked up with generators and fresh water, and yeah, we're even going to talk a little sewage. So many more bays to open over here. We talked about your auto gen start. There it is. Your Onan quiet gas 5500 watt generator. This will fire up and power every item in your motorhome. Don't forget there is a maintenance schedule on there. We showed you how to set the auto gen start, and you can run that while you are driving. That way you can run the ACs for your passengers. We talked a little bit about that. I love having a generator on board. Over here, a large storage bay with our extra clean, our extra clean 50 amp shore power cable. This is not the one that comes with the Challenger. This is ours, and it has seen, you know what, here's the funny thing though, is this is what they really look like, right? This is what yours looks like. I know I need to clean it off, but I just want to talk about it real fast. Over here is where you plug in your cable. If you want to connect to the cable at the campsite, you plug it in here, and then you run that coax to the campsite if they offer cable. This real easy. You just plug in, you twist, you can lock that. This end you take and you plug into the breaker box at the campsite. Just make sure that the breakers are off first. If all they offer is 30 amp service, you can get an adapter, and then once you have that all hooked up and plugged in, then it is safe to turn the breakers on. Again, you have lights, nice rotocast storage. You can store that power cord in there after you wash it off. I think Tom and I have some cable washing to do when we're done with this video. Right here, there it is. Here is our wet bay, whole home filtration. Here we have a 40-gallon black tank. We have a 40-gallon gray tank. We do have our water filter here, our low point drain. We do have an exterior shower, and we have all of these controls here. So all you do really is just turn this to whatever you want, whether you want your water heater normal, if you want to sanitize it for your main tank. We showed you that 100-gallon water tank. You can go ahead and fill that here. What you're going to do is you're going to take a hose just like this, and it's a potable water hose, right? You want to make sure you're using a hose. Most of them are white with the blue stripe. You plug that in there. You can fill the tank, or if you are hooked to city fixtures, just turn the knobs however you want, right? You don't have to turn them all crazy, but just follow the instructions there. You do have just everything you need here. Your water pump's back there. You can drain your tanks right here. You take your hose. Boy, Tom and I have a lot of cleaning to do. This is what yours looks like too, though, right? This is brand new. We've just used it in a lot of videos, so it looks rather nasty. It looks well worn. You're going to want to wear gloves when you do this with your motorhome, but you go ahead and you hook that up. What's nice is this turns, and then you go ahead and you pull your black tank, and then you go ahead and you pull your gray tank. And there's actually in the gray tank. So we're going to stop that right now because the unit is winterized. So just make sure when you are pulling those, you go black and gray. And then when you shut them, you go ahead and you shut them in the same order. We're going to actually take that and go across the street and drain that. So you have every single option you could want back here on your whole home filtration system. As we work our way around, what do you want to bet? We have more storage. Look at that, more pass-through storage right here. whatever you need to fit into this bay, go right ahead. Nice tall bays. You can fit coolers in there. I mean, like the big coolers too. Tankless hot water, that's what this is. This is the vent for your tankless hot water. On off switch, you do have a fuse here in case that's not working. This is where you're gonna do the troubleshooting. Work our way over here. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Yeah, you're right, storage. Another large bay. A lot of pass through here. We'll give you another one. How about that? How about another storage bay? One more. There you go. Nice large storage. I told you, you can fit so much in this Challenger. And then finally, as we get up here, it's another storage bay. Look at that. You have the lights up here. So just about anything you could want to pack, you can take with you in this Challenger. I do want to point out real quick, here's the little camera we showed you inside the infotainment center, and we talked about the mirrors when you turn on the directionals. There are the cameras. We have them up here instead of on the wheel well. That way, if it's snowy or dirty or muddy, whatever, the slop isn't going to get on your cameras and clog that up. You're going to get that right here. As we walk around to the front cap here, I like the way this looks. Look at this. You got the nice daytime running lights there. You got the chrome accents. Just an absolutely beautiful motorhome. So many great features about this new Challenger. If you would like to explore more, it is real easy to do. You're going to find all the information on thormotorcoach.com. I appreciate you being with us today, and we will see you next time.
If you would like to see sales prices from the only full-line and fully authorized Thor Motor Coach dealership in the world, visit Motorhome Specialist at MHSRV.com or call 800-335-6054. Motorhome Specialist is the #1 volume-selling motorhome dealership in the world, with over $165 million in inventory to choose from, all at one central location, making it easy to fly in from anywhere in the country and then drive your new dream motor coach home. You will also enjoy the premier delivery process that can only be found at MHSRV. From the extensive pre-check and make-ready process to the only dealership performed and fully automated rain booth test in the industry, you'll see a world of difference at Motorhome Specialist. These additional detail and inspection processes are just a few of the countless steps taken here at Motorhome Specialist to help ensure that you not only receive a better selection and price, but also the unparalleled quality and service that you deserve to go along with it. So get busy living in an all-new Thor Motor Coach from Motorhome Specialist today. Why pay more? Why settle for less?